Hi, I'm Sarah Milroy, and I'm working at home for the McMichael Canadian Art Collection, and we are celebrating International Museums Day in the best possible way, which is talking to artists. And we're going to talk to folks across the country about moments in museums that have been really important to them, changed their life, caused an epiphany, or just been super wonderful. So the first person we're talking to is the wonderful Wanda Koop in Winnipeg. Hey, Wanda, thanks for being willing to do this
Sarah,
with us.
Lovely to see you.
We're here with Margaux Williamson now in her studio in Toronto.
My name is Pierre Dorion. I'm a painter. I live in Montreal.
My name is Meryl McMaster, and I'm in my studio right now in Ottawa, Ontario.
My name's Stephen Andrews. I'm a painter in Toronto, but I do a few other things too.
My name is Sky Glabush. I'm here in London, Ontario. I'm in my wife's office, actually.
We went to see an Emily Carr exhibition. And it was the first exhibition I had seen of a woman artist. Mm-hmm. And the work was emotional and internal. And it struck such a chord that on the way home, I started drawing from the car and making small notes. And I realized that the work had to come from my life and not from art history.
When I was young, one day a year, I got to do anything I wanted.
Nice.
So with my father, I would pick the International House of Pancakes and then the
Solid
art museum.
Pancakes and art, hard to beat.
There's a Picasso painting of a young girl. And I remember my dad just being like, I don't know, why do you like this so much? And then I got to explain why I like the painting so much. Mm-hmm. And it's really fun not knowing anything but getting to be the guide.
Yeah.
So I was pretty young, but the art museums just seemed like the most pleasurable thing in the world.
An exhibition that was particularly important for me was a Rothko retrospective at the Guggenheim in 78.
Mark Rothko. Oh, wow.
Mark Rothko. Because it was the first time that I had an experience of abstract painting that had an effect on me that was very strong. So it was kind of an epiphany.
I remember being more in like a museum space. Was at like the National Gallery. I think it was about 14, and I went to see an exhibition by Lynn Cohen, the photographer. Mm-hmm. And I think again that she created these like such large scale works, like photo works. Again, that was like kind of like new to me. And they were quite mesmerizing again. And it was the first time I think that I realized or started to understand to kind of look deeper within the images. These different exhibitions, I guess, that I've been kind of inspired by has kind of ended up in ways within my work in the end.
Like a lot of young artists, I was very hubristic and just really couldn't stand Rembrandt. And I ended up in the Gemäldegalerie Gallery looking at the abduction of Prosperina by him. And I was kind of stunned by the paint handling and the light and the dark in it. And this encounter with the abduction painting really just turned it all around for me. I couldn't stop looking at this picture. Until this very moment, I did not take Rembrandt seriously. And this painting cracked like the whole thing open for me.
The experience that I remember was in the middle of the winter in Regina is very, very cold. And this was the coldest of the coldest time that I can remember being there. And I decided that I would walk because I didn't live that far from the art gallery, the Mackenzie Art Gallery. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I got to the gallery, the Mackenzie, and I opened the doors, and just that first encounter of getting out of the -40 was so like paradise, just walking into this warm, like perfectly humidity controlled kind of space. And I knew Agnes, the show that I was going to see was a kind of a, not a retrospective, but a huge survey of the work of Agnes Martin, who was from Saskatchewan. And I'd always seen her work as this kind of austere, rational, minimalist kind of a mental and cerebral kind of work. I was studying art at the time, and just the sort of raw emotional response that I had to Agnes Martin, considering how cold and sort of cerebral her work could seem to be if you saw it in a book.
Right.
The fact that I could get up to them, and I was, it was the middle of, Saskatchewan in the middle of the winter, and the fact that the museum allowed for that kind of opportunity was pretty priceless.
Happy International Museums Day, everyone. And we will be bringing you new things online, so keep joining us. And again, my thanks to you for that wonderful talk.